What's good, everybody? Today is 9:18. We're about to run through the price action today and look at this really super clean long setup that I took that a lot of people really weren't expecting. So in my opinion, I thought this trade was great, and let's just go ahead and hop into it. Let's go. All right, so we're on that trading view today. I just want to show you guys the sessions today, so that's why I'm hopping on trading view to show that to you guys. Doing our top down, we have been super bullish, right? The only bias that I want to have for intraday is going to be aligned with this 4 hour for 1 hour, and all I'm looking for is some kind of 1 hour for value gap to tap back into and a push higher, right? Now, in the overnight session, we ended up making this move lower. The reason I'm not expecting this to go ahead and take shorts is because I'm still looking at this higher time frame, and as well, you'll see right on market open, we end up getting a kind of short setup that really it plays out because it's in line with this bias, but it doesn't continue this bias. So look, at this point right here, we had closed this candle, right? And we're now looking like we are ready to not close this candle, but we've closed on the 15 minute. Let's do it on the 15 minute. Yeah. So we closed past all this imbalance price action. It looks like we're now going to continue bearish down to Asia low, right? So that's why on open, if you want to zoom out to the 1 minute, right? On open, you see a little bit of internal manipulation right at 9:30. I believe we make some kind of SMT on this high right here. We end up, yeah, taking this high. So it wasn't really manipulation, but it was you kind of have a difference in strength, right? So we take that internal high, we tap into this imbalance area right here, and then we continue pushing lower, right? And at that point right there, we start to now go ahead and take Asia low. Now, ES takes Asia low, NQ doesn't. That's a simple SMT divergence on NQ or on Asia low. So now I'm looking to trade, since I'm looking to take this entire range, right? I don't want to trade the weaker one because I know it's going to kind of give me some kind of chop and maybe not get to the height of the range. So instead, I want to look to see if I can trade the stronger one. That's going to be NQ. So if you look right here, we make that SMT on Asia low. And then what do we tap into? Right, so on NQ, we don't really tap into anything except what that SMT is doing. However, on ES over here, zoom to the 1 hour chart, we're tapping into probably like the cleanest like 1 hour for value gap right here. So drawing this in is going to give us something like this. As well, we're tapping back into order blocks in the 4 hour, even maybe the daily. You can see an order block play sitting right here. That's going to be where we're expecting to see the market rebalance to. Order blocks and equilibrium of the range too, I believe, if you draw that in. Yeah, it's probably perfect equilibrium tap, and then for value gap, right? So those are areas that I want to see price start to bounce now, right? So drawing an equilibrium, I mean, it was almost there, so does not count. However, looks pretty clean. NQ, check that out, definitely not equilibrium of the range. So yeah, we go ahead and we take London low, we don't take Asia low. Now I'm just looking to see some kind of reversal, right? Now, why do I only like the trade to this internal high, right? So I like this because at this point, price is validating me to go ahead and trade to that internal high if we see displacement pass and take out some of this order flow, right? So once I see this order flow get inversed, right, and I see change in the state with a huge displacement, I'm just now looking for a pullback. This is a really textbook model, and this shit doesn't happen often where you see a huge displacement and a pullback. Sometimes it's like a very small poke above the level. Look at something like this, just small poke and then a push lower and then a go. But a lot of times it will really just do that instead of just displace so much and then pull back and just go for zero drawdown. But when it does give you opportunities like this, I always like to take them. So this would have been first TP for me. Really not a lot of R here, but the reason I would have been more skeptical to leave runners for this level is because if we zoom out to 30 minute, we have huge for value gaps right there, right? So bigger time frame order flow tells me, yeah, we're going to continue higher. But I understand that I could go ahead and get stopped at a break even if we tap into some kind of 30 minute for value gap sitting right here and we want to give a reaction rate. We could easily come back down, stop me at a break even, rebound to the perfect consequent encroachment of the wick, right? Like literally perfect to the wick. And then we can go ahead and push higher. So that's why I'm not really looking to leave runners. But the reason I did leave runners was because of this. At this point, we had been so strong up to this high, and the only thing standing in our way is this 30 minute fair value gap. If we zoom to even the 15 minute chart, we can see that that fair value gap had already been mitigated. So I'm not expecting it to hold as strong as it could, right? But just simply looking at the strength in order flow, right? It tells me that if price wants to continue, it can continue strongly, and I'm expecting it to maybe do so if it continues that volume. So the best move here is to simply just leave some kind of trailing take profit or stop loss, right? So this is your stop loss, move it up here, move it up maybe to one of these value gaps. You don't want to see price go back and tap in below this one or below this one or whatever. As well, another method I've been pulling out recently has been this for runners. If I'm not too sure in runners, I do this, right? I draw wherever the trend line is the clearest. And now, as I'm watching price, imagine this. Like, let's draw in something like, yeah, cross line right here. So let's draw this in. While price is going, I'm following where this is going. And so on this candle, my stop loss would be the intersection of the cross line with that slope, right? So I'm just seeing next candle. It's literally a way to set a trailing stop on TradingView and like kind of continue it, even if price, you know, like it's different than a trailing stop, but it's pretty much very similar. So I mean, overall, yeah. I mean, I like this trade. It's super clean, textbook. I don't. There's really not much more to go over. Yeah, really clean trade. Overall, just an awesome day to go ahead and trade this. This was actually another clean trade too. Tap back into fair value gap right here. There was push higher right at 1050 macro too. So this is actually probably a really nice opportunity for the day right here to go ahead and take this long. It was pretty high R to 2.51. That's pretty efficient in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, overall, really nice with day to trade. Really nice day to hop on the markets. Improve our discipline, improve our technical analysis, pretty much everything. So yeah, so super awesome day, and that's gonna be pretty much it. So peace out, boys.